All right, YouTube, what's up? I'm back with another game. This time we're doing the Browns and the Dolphins. Yep. So we're playing at the Browns. Dolphins are away. I'm going to control the Browns, see how they play. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the gameplay, if there's things that need to be tweaked. Remember, I have sliders set up, so it's always going to be a little bit skewed because of the sliders. So, it might not be the roster that's the issue. It might be um, the actual sliders. So, anyways, same teams as last time. Just we're switching stadiums basically, and home versus away. So, yeah, I wonder what these two teams really, how they really play. I mean, I did some research, but I want to see what kind of score they would normally have. Is it going to be a high-scoring game, low-scoring game? Because my games just seem to be a little high, but these teams are not that great. So those Dolphin uniforms are looking tight. I'm liking them. I'm liking them a lot. So I watched Ryan Moody's video last night, the one with Rex Dickson, the last part of his interview with him on Madden 17. And wow, man, that totally just threw me off. It just made me it was baffling, But for those of you guys who didn't watch it, I want to show you guys something real quick. So what's just awesome about this game is that, I'm able to run through that entire pile there. And in other games you would just get sucked right in and fall to the floor, but for me to be able to actually try to slice my way through there, is just amazing to me. Like in Backbreaker, when you hit your guys, like right there, me hitting my guys, I would have probably fallen to the floor. That's a big problem in Backbreaker. No matter what we do with the strength ratings and all that stuff, it's a problem. And in this game, you don't have that issue. And I wonder what Madden would do. I'm pretty sure Madden would. I don't play Madden enough anymore. I don't really like that game at all. But Madden would have probably done some animations as well. But look at this. I mean, the guy does not fall when he hits his guys. And I mean, I don't really know what happens if, like number 60 there, if he would have hit my guy, maybe I would have fallen because he has momentum. But for the two guys standing right there, number 15 and 29, he really didn't hit him. I mean, they weren't really running very hard, so I wouldn't expect him to fall from any kind of momentum. But that's the kind of stuff you could do in this game, man. You could take these tight angles and try to make a play, just like in real life. So, I know some of you guys don't like when I pause the video, but, I just always get amazed by what this game can do, and, so, I want to audible this to the left. Nice play. Got some good yards there. That's one thing I want to see. I want to see some running. Another thing I want to see is the fatigue. You see, he had a pretty good run there, and his fatigue went down a little bit, Crowell. But I want to see it come down even more if I can. Nice pass. This game is the best. I'm sorry. But going back to Rex's comment, if you guys watch Ryan Moody's video, I'll put a link for it in the description of this video. I'll try to remember to do that. But, I mean, man, for Rex to sit there, he was asked, for those of you guys that didn't watch it, okay, he was asked about the GameChanger. Oh, no, that was my fault. I tried to do a spin move right there. Get up and get him. So I want to look at that. Maybe they'll show it. See what the review shows. Or the replay, sorry. I was just going to do a spin move, and then I got hit. Let's take a look at that animation. Let's take a look at this. See, right there, I was just going to do a spin move. You can see his feet starting to curl up, and I was just going to turn, and I got hit. And if you look at this game, he's going to get hit right in the ball, probably. Boom, see? His hand hits him right in the ball. As soon as I'm about to turn, See, as soon as I'm about to turn, I open the ball up a little bit. You see that? I pull it off my body. I'm going to turn. And by doing so, I got penalized with a fumble because his hand hit me right in between my body and the ball. So, without even looking at this, I knew it was going to be legit. You know? I just knew it. So, this game is the best, I'm telling you. I love this game. We should be so, for all the guys who sit there and hate on EA and the NFL and all that stuff and 2K. I mean, as much as I want a new 2K game more just as bad as anybody else, you know, I also am very fortunate. Feel very fortunate to have this game. And what we're able to do with this game is just amazing. You know, with the editor, you know, it just brings so much more life to this game, man, and there's so much more to go. You know, I haven't even gotten into the season mode, and you know, it all depends on time, and every year that Madden puts out a crap product, which is going to be for a long time because I'm just not a fan of that game. You know, I just don't see it happening. I'm going to be, you know, probably investing more time in to see what this game can do. So, going back, I'm sorry I keep going all around the horn here and skipping. Yeah, that's good. I'm liking the gameplay. So, going back to the Ryan Moody video, basically Ryan asks Rex about the GameChanger program and why he wasn't invited or whatever and what he thinks about it. And, you know, here's one quick thing, by the way, before I get back to that. Sorry, so sorry, guys. So the way that the camera spins when you do a punt return, when the ball's being kicked in the air and you can see just your guy, and then as soon as you catch it, the camera spins. You know, I never really thought about it until right now. It just kind of hit me. But that's pretty. I think that's pretty cool because pretty realistic. Because if you think about it, if you're a punt returner, oh my God, I threw it right at him. It's my bad again. God, that was bad. If you think about the real NFL or real football, when you're the punt returner and you're catching the ball, you can't see what's going on in front of you. Your eyes are focusing on the ball. You know? So if you're looking at the ball, you can't see your blockers, you can't see the defense coming at you, or the special teams guys on the other team coming at you. So that's kind of the same experience you get here. Like when the ball's in the air, you can't see them either until you catch it and it turns around. So I don't know if you guys ever thought about that before, or that ever really clicked for you. But that's something that I think is. Oh, that was awesome. I gotta see that again. What the hell was that? What was that? Let's take a look at that. Oh. You see, I gotta see what happened on that play. So it looks like 67 and 76. Made a mistake there. But if you see number 98, cut right into the middle. You look at him, he cut into the middle and he made the center make a choice. So he basically took on the center, which is interesting. So, you know, think about this. So what are they going to do? The center has to make a choice. He has to pick number 71 or 98. If he picks 71, he's got to only hope that 77 can get to him. But the angle that he took was so severe to the middle, he kind of opened up the hole there. Now, I'm not an offensive line, defensive line, expert, but that's got to be a strategy that people use. Basically, crowd that A gap or whatever you call it, and now you've opened up a hole. That's nice, and you don't see that very often in this game. So to see that just means that there's strategy going on. All right, so I'm gonna try to complete my thought this time because this game's just doing too many cool things. I gotta watch it. So basically, in the video, Rex is being asked about the GameChanger program and why Ryan wasn't in it and everything. And Rex responds by basically saying that, in short, that Ryan's videos aren't positive enough about Madden. So you guys can watch it and you can get your interpretation, but if he had, so that's interesting. See, I don't try to block the ball, guys. See, I stand back. Look at my guy stand back there. And they got a block on their own, so okay. It's interesting because they're saying that they're not picking him because the guys who select the game changers, they think his commentary is not as positive as it could be about Madden, and they don't allow that, or they don't want to see that. So it makes me wonder. It's such an interesting scenario here because it totally confirms the fact that game changers aren't picked because they're being real with the game. Game changers are picked because they censor what they say, and they're not going to say negative things or too many negative things about Madden. And it's just so amazing to me, and it's just ridiculous that people that are on the Game Changer program try to act like they can, and it's one thing to have an NDA, okay? It's one thing where, if you have an NDA, you can, oh, I almost got it. If you have an NDA, you could, you're kind of bound to, I'll go ahead and kick it. You're bound to being silent. You can't really say certain things. You can't have an opinion about the game. So, in essence, you are somewhat restricted no matter how you feel about the game until the game comes out. Once the game comes out, all bets are off and you can say what you want. But at the same time, that's under an NDA, okay? But if you're a game changer, I don't know if you're constantly under the NDA or you have different rules, but it sounds like if you're a game changer, you really can't say anything negative about the game, no matter when it's released, or if it's released and you can't say anything after either. So it's interesting because people that are on the Game Changer program, and you guys know who I'm talking to. If you're watching this video, I'm talking to you. You guys cannot say anything bad about the game. And and that's fine if that's what you're trying to do, and you want to be a game changer, and that's what your goal is, and you enjoy going down there and seeing the game early and giving your feedback. And if you think you're going to make a difference, great. I don't think you will, to be honest. Maybe a little bit of a you can throw your opinions out there, but it's really not that much more than people online that they're watching. So basically, those guys who are game changers, they really can't ever say that they're being unbiased and that they're able to comment negatively on the game, because they're not. It's proven, and I knew that before Rex made his comment, but that just totally confirms it to the public that you cannot they can't give their honest opinions. So for these guys to sit here and try to brainwash us and say that Madden's better and Madden's good and all this stuff, it just proves that they're lying, or that they're not able to tell the truth, you know? And I'm sorry, but that is just totally, all the credibility is lost, you know? And I've called into the Sim Standard show, and I've had, you know, my points where I've mentioned about credibility and how many years is it going to take for you guys to stop showing your support. And even their answers just confirm it, that they don't have a timetable. They're going to go out there until, you know, until they're sick of going out there, you know? But that just confirms even more that they just want to be game changers. They just want to be part of the program, and maybe they're looking to find a job at EA. Maybe they're trying to get an opportunity or some networking with those guys, and that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you can't do that and at the same time claim that you're being unbiased and that you're being totally critical of a game that you used to have different opinions about. You know, you can't do that. So you gotta. That's my point here. You gotta choose your position. If your position is one of trying to network, find opportunities, you know, get in the door with EA, if that's what you want to do, or go see the game behind the scenes, and you want to be able to just have that opportunity, if that's what you really like, then say it. You know, maybe they can't say it. Maybe they don't want to show their cards, because if they show their cards, then that just totally just negates any cover up that they have. You know, but man, what a blow to those guys. You know, nothing that they can say, nothing they can say now, and I respect them. I respect all of them, but nothing that they can say can change my opinion about the fact that they're on lockdown and they can't say anything, and even after the game releases, they can't say anything. So their opinions are pretty much just really they're worthless at this point. They're skewed, they're biased, they just can't do anything. So it's hilarious to me, and like I said, no disrespect to those guys, but I wish they would just say it like it is, you know. But I guess that's not what they want to do, or they can't do. Wow, that's just crazy. It's just such another example of how messed up this community is, and people's agendas, and it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy, and I'm over it. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. And for Ryan Moody, man, do not, unless you're trying to go there and network and that's what you want to do, then tell us, because you're always pretty sincere with what you say. Tell us why you're going to be a game changer. You know, don't cover it up. Oh man, you got to catch that. Jeez, right in his hands. Interesting. This game, it's interesting that this game there's no touchdowns, there's no scoring right now. It's much different than I had in my last game. So I feel like the punters need to kick it farther. I'm gonna work on that. I've always had a problem with their distance, their strength. But for Moody, man, if you want to be a game changer, that's great. Go ahead and be one. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want to do, but I would love to hear, and I put a comment in your video, I'd love to hear why you want to be a game changer. And if you're going to be one, then at least be straightforward with us and tell us why. You know, if you can. You know, tell us your angle. You know, and if you can't release it, or you don't want to show your cards because EA might not pick you if you say you're going there just to network, then maybe you can't tell us. Maybe DM me or something. But it doesn't make any sense why you want to be a game changer. I think you're much better off doing what you do. And for those of you guys who are probably thinking, oh well, Javo, you know, you're under NDA. You're somewhat of a game changer for Joe Montana football. That's true. And I will have to hold judgment for that game until it's released. And I may have to hold it till after it's released. But we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen there. I won't be able to hold my opinion. And if Damon Grow tells me that, you guys can't say anything negative about the game at any point in time, then, you know, I'm not sure what I'll do because they're just starting out. It may be that, maybe that I can't talk about the game for a little while and then, okay, somebody get him. And then I give them maybe a couple years, and then after that, I, if I don't see progression or something, I don't know. It's hard because on one side, looking at Madden, it's a brand new game, or Joe Montana, it's a brand new game. It's hasn't had the you know the history as Madden has, so you almost want to give them a little bit more time to prove themselves. But I'm not sure if I would be. I probably wouldn't be there for very long, because I can't be true to myself, and it's hard. Even when I went to go test Madden 16 last year, they do testing here in Orlando and Tiburon, and I was one of the guys who volunteered to test because I want to make a. Oh, what are they gonna call here? Wonder if they're gonna call some kind of interference because I jumped on them. It's bad because he dropped the ball. Now that's a bug. That shouldn't have happened. I mean, unless they're calling it as a personal foul, but maybe you could still call that. I don't know. I don't know the true rule of that, but that seems like it shouldn't have been called. Um, what I was gonna say is I tested Madden 16 last year and I couldn't express my opinion. I wasn't able to to really share my true feelings because I was under NDA. Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't catch that, but that was a temporary thing, and I'll tell you what, those 2 months that I couldn't talk about the game were very difficult for me because I was dying to just be able to say what I wanted to say, and I couldn't. And I'm sure you could have heard from my tone that I wasn't happy with the game, but it was hard because I couldn't even share my true opinion, and I didn't like that at all. I was not happy about that. So I know that if in 2 months I was struggling to not be able to speak, I couldn't do it for a year, 2 or 3 or 4. I just couldn't. There's no way in hell I'd last that long. So knowing me, I probably wouldn't be able to do it for maybe 1 year max. Um, so that's just me. Um, with that said, it just totally just proves where where those guys are, and what they're able to say and not say, and it's a total discredit to their credibility. I'm sorry, man. It's just it really is. You can't be there and be and guys have said that about me too. They said, hey, you're on the Joe Montana train, you're on an NDA, you can't say anything, and they're partly right. They're partly right about that, but I'm not going to be doing that for long if I don't see improvements. And nobody has told me yet that I can't give any opinion. There hasn't really been much to show anyway. So, um, you know, I really haven't had an opportunity to even struggle with sharing my opinion. I have shared the fact that I probably won't play a mobile game. I don't play mobile games. I play PC console games. It's all I play. So, my agenda there is to try to get the game onto console. Try to make it as successful as possible. If they go mobile first, then I want to make it successful on mobile as much as I can to be able to get it onto console. All right, sorry guys. My son walked in, so I had to do my father duties. He wants me to stop recording as usual. So I'll be done in a minute. But I just wanted to share that um, about Joe Montana. You know, that's my goal. My goal is to try to make the game successful, try to get it onto a console, and be able to, you know, to make the game successful, like I said. And so if it gets on console, we have options, we have competition. So we'll see what happens. But man, game changers for Madden. You guys, I'm sorry, but your credibility is lost. Man, these guys do not catch the ball. What's going on? They're not catching the ball. Wow. So I don't know. It's such a sad state of affairs, man. It's just like I'll go ahead and challenge this just to see what happens. I think he was in bounds, but just see what happens. Man, what a joke. So, at the end of the day, I really I don't know why I care. I shouldn't care anymore. I try not to. I go back and forth, but why do I care? I'm gonna put out my content, whatever I can put out. I'm going to, you know, if I can't talk for Joe Montana, I can't talk. Um, but I think at the very least, what I'll be able to say is that, hey guys, I can't give my honest opinion on the game. I'm not allowed to. So whether I have a good opinion or bad opinion about the game, and so you guys can't use me as an unbiased bar because I really don't have an opportunity to talk about the game, talk freely about it. I'll at least say that just to clear the air and have you guys know that I may hate the game or I may love the game, but I really can't share my opinion. And then at that point, I've at least labeled myself and given you guys the the truth that, listen, I cannot. You can't just trust me like you used to. You can't just take what I say at face value. Um, and that's important. And I think instead of sitting here and trying to downplay other games and say Madden's improving or Joe Montana's improving, it's getting better and all this stuff, I'll be more honest with you guys if I get to that point. I'll be as honest as I can be. But I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny, man. It's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I'm done ranting about that. I'm done listening to that to those game changer guys. I'm just done. I can't do it anymore. I try to listen. I try to support. And want to hear what they say. But at the end of the day, it's the same callers calling in. For the most part, it's the same people saying the same things every week. They love Madden. 2K's dead. And it's just, I don't even know why. I pick it up on the archives and I listen. And like I said, I have respect for those guys. No disrespect. But I don't know why I even care. Maybe my hope is that there's something new or different that comes up. But, after hearing what I heard today or last night, it's just, man, it's just a joke. It's just a complete joke. So I'm done with that. In terms of this gameplay, I mean, it's a pretty tight game. I'm pretty happy with the gameplay. I've seen a couple drop passes from the Browns. So, I don't know why. Oh, I don't know what's going on. The Dolphins are tearing me up, but the Browns are worse than the Dolphins, at least as of last year. So that's not surprising that they're beating me up. But let's see if I can score in this one. So I'm gonna do one more drive, guys, and we'll see. See if I can score. So But the gameplay, I want to know what you guys think about the gameplay, the uniforms as well. These are the home and away sets for the Dolphins and the home for the Browns. So I'd like to know what you think. Also, I got the Red Dogs logo on the field. Let me know if you like that versus the Bulldog logo that I've seen some people use. I think Dark Destro uses the Bulldog logo. And I like that one as well. So trying to figure out what I should use. Love to hear your opinions. Let me know. And the gameplay seems to be going pretty well. The RG3 run around a little bit here. Get some yards. So RG3 had a nice little run there. About 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm liking the gameplay so far. I like a challenge. Thank you. Barnage can catch the ball at least. He's a silver. I'll throw to him. Yeah, I've had 2 interceptions with Griffin. RG3. I'll probably turn the broadcasters on next time because I do want to hear if they're calling the names correctly. You know, it's not the best for the... That's a great move. That's what you call a spin move. That's what you call a spin move, boy. Madden 17, take some notes. That's a legitimate spin move there. Watch out. Nice. See, that feels good when you can do that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the gameplay. But yeah, what I was gonna say about the commentary, I do want to listen to the way they say the names, make sure I don't have any mistakes. So I might turn it back on next time I do a broadcast. But I'll be broadcasting as many of these as I can do. I know I went on a little bit of a rant there with the Moody video, but you know, I just wanted to express my opinion on what I think about the GameChanger program and share my thoughts. I mean, it's just a joke. Just a joke, man. God, these guys will not catch the ball. Frustrating. I'll be ending the video with where am I at? Yeah, I'm too far to kick a field goal, so I'm gonna just go for it. See if I can get first down here. Yeah, I think the gameplay is looking pretty tight. Oh, why'd you come back? I shouldn't have come back for that ball. Alright guys, I'll end the video here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing more gameplay. Leave your comments on what you think about the gameplay. Let me know if this looks realistic to you. Let me know if you like the way the teams are playing. And the uniforms, the logo, all that stuff. Love to hear your comments. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.